students, welcome to Biozone classes, and in today's session we discuss about the next topic from chapter 13 of class 11th. In this respect we come towards the Kelvin cycle or C3 cycle we commonly say, that we already studied in last session. The dark phase of photosynthesis is completed by two cycles or two pathway, you can say C3 cycle and C4 cycle. So first we begins with the C3 cycle. Secondly, I request to all viewers, those who are not subscribe my channel, they kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell button, because the new notifications about the videos whatever I am uploading, those should be reaches to you by notifications only. So again, kindly subscribe my channel and stay connected with Biozone classes. When we come towards Kelvin cycle, so here you remember the Melvin Kelvin proposed this cycle. Actually, Benson also worked on the pathway, but the major work was Kelvin. That's why the commonly cycle is called as Kelvin cycle. During his scientific study or for the study of biochemical pathway, radioactive isotope were first time used by Kelvin. And here you remember, when we come towards the radioactive isotope, so you remember the radioactive isotope of carbon used by Kelvin, and for the first time he observed the path of CO2 fixation as well as the formation of, here most important thing, Kelvin first time observed formation of 3 carbon compound as stable product of CO2 fixation, and this is the reason that the cycle is called as C3 cycle. Again, whatever we discussed in our last session, that one time we come towards that part. तो यहाँ पर आप देखिएगा, फर्स्ट हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं यार, that the first CO2 acceptor, first CO2, this part is important for your objective exams mainly. First carbon dioxide acceptor for C3 cycle. So here you remember the 5 carbon compound is there, that is ribulose 1,5-biphosphate, or commonly it is called as RUBP. After that, the enzyme which is required for the fixation of carbon dioxide, that enzyme you remember Rubisco. And Rubisco, when you recall the name of the Rubisco, so here you remember Rubisco is ribulose 1,5-biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. This part you remember. So the enzyme Rubisco has a capacity for carboxylation as well as for oxygenation. Normally during photosynthesis, it shows the carboxylase property and it responsible for the fixation of carbon dioxide in the form of 3 carbon compound. Secondly, when you study about Rubisco, so again I repeat, because this is one of the most important statement, that Rubisco is the largest protein present among living world. So entire living world, if largest amount of protein or predominant protein is asked, then you remember Rubisco. Why? Because Rubisco is enzyme, and you already studied that all enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. So this part you remember very well. After that, here we come towards, after enzymes we come towards the one another important part, that the first stable product of the cycle. So when we come towards first stable product, so in first stable product you remember the first stable product of the C3 cycle is 3 carbon compound and commonly it is 3 PGA. So 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde or glyceric acid आप commonly कह रहे हैं. So 3 PGA, you remember 3 PGA is the first stable product. So these part you remember. Secondly, where the cycle is appear, if you come towards the site of cycle, so site of cycle you remember the mesophyll cells of the leaves, each and every cell of the leaf, mesophyll cell predominantly you remember. Mesophyll cells of the leaf is the site of the Calvin cycle. There is no differentiation whenever you study about C3 cycle. We never come towards the anatomy of leaf because there is no difference in the anatomy as usually आप study कर चुके हैं that the monocot leaf and dicot leaf show the their identical feature. That kind of leaves are present or showing the Calvin cycle. So this part you remember. After that we come towards most important part, that the phases of C3 cycle or phases of Calvin cycle or CO2 fixation. So when you come towards the C3 cycle and study about the phases, so most importantly you remember Calvin cycle is completed by 3 phases. This is one of the most important part for the theory as well as for the objective exam. So phases of C3 cycle, 3 phases are there. The first phase is called as carboxylation. Second phase you remember, the second phase is called as after carboxylation. The second phase is there, that is the reduction phase. Carboxylation means the phase of fixation of carbon dioxide. Reduction means the phase of formation of 6 carbon sugar glucose. And then the third phase is there. This third phase is called as regeneration phase. In regeneration phase, as the name indicate, it responsible for the regeneration of RUBP. So again the precursor molecule or the acceptor molecule is regenerate during the process of regeneration. So this part you remember very well. So what are the 3 phases? So these 3 phases you remember. Now we come towards the one by one we come towards these 3 phases and then we come towards the cyclic path. Now first phase we discuss here. The first phase is carboxylation. For carboxylation enzyme you remember predominant enzyme is Rubisco. Carboxylation. Carboxylation, what are the features? Carboxylation means simply you remember fixation of carbon dioxide is called as carboxylation phase. Secondly, enzyme Rubisco, again you remember Rubisco enzyme is required for the process of carboxylation. And how many molecules of carbon dioxide are enter? So here you remember for one phase of carboxylation or in every cycle one molecule of carbon dioxide is enter and gradually one by one 6 molecules are enter for the formation of one molecule of glucose. Secondly, in carboxylation you remember the fixation when you say, so carbon dioxide you remember carbon dioxide is fixed in the form of 3 carbon compound. This 3 carbon compound is 3 PGA and that's why this is called as the phase of carboxylation. This part you remember very well. After carboxylation, now 3 PGA. So you simply remember during the process of carboxylation 6 molecule of RUBP enter and these 6 molecule of RUBP, every one molecule of RUBP absorb the one CO2. So in this way 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is absorbed and enzyme, again you remember the enzyme is Rubisco enzyme and after that you remember how many 3 PGA molecules are formed. So 12 molecule of 3 PGA. 3 PGA, you remember, 3 carbon compounds. So 12 molecule of 3 PGA are formed. So this is actually the summary of the carboxylation phase of the C3 cycle. Now we come towards the second phase. The second phase is called as reduction. Reduction means, here you remember what is to be reduced. So here you remember this 3 PGA or 3 carbon sugar gradually convert or reduced into the 6 carbon compound that is called as glucose, and slowly this glucose will store in the form of sucrose and starch. So this you remember. Now in reduction, this is the actual phase. This phase you remember mainly for the energy, in terms of the energy. So why we say in terms of energy? Because dark reaction what we are studying in last phase, last sessions में आपने study किया है. In during the dark phase, the energy which is stored in light reaction, it is utilized for the synthesis of glucose, or it is utilized for the fixation of carbon dioxide. And in light reaction, what are the types of energy, or what form of energy is synthesized in light reaction? So from sunlight you studied via photosynthesis ATP as well as NADPH is formed. So two forms of energy you studied in light reaction, that is ATP and NADPH. And that ATP and NADPH, you very well remember this part, that ATP and NADPH is used during the reduction of reduction of 3 PGA into glucose. Now how many molecule of ATP and how many molecule of NADPH are used? So here in reduction you remember most important part. Reduction means phase of formation of glucose first, that is the 3 carbon sugar reduces into glucose. Secondly, when you study about reduction, so in reduction you remember for one reduction, that is 1 carbon dioxide molecule, 2 ATP and 2 NADPH are used. So this is the phase. You go through the diagram or the cycle provided in NCERT. In that part only ATP and NADPH is mentioned. So you mention 2 to add 2 molecules over there, because this part is clearly explained in literature section. So 2 ATP and 2 NADPH are used for 1 molecule of carbon dioxide in the phase of reduction. So this part you remember very well. And after reduction, glucose is formed, and slowly the glucose will, again I repeat, the store in sucrose and then after the starch. Now after reduction you remember the third phase is there. That third phase is called as regeneration. Now regeneration is quite complicated process. In NCERT very easy cycle is provided. If you go through the reference book, a very huge complicated cycle is available. And in regeneration phase, a number of enzymes are required for the regeneration of 5 carbon RUBP, and during this path you appear a number of xylulose 4-phosphate, 5-phosphate, erythrose 4-phosphate, pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate, number of different kinds of sugar you observe, and all these sugar again contribute in the regeneration of 5 carbon RUBP. So here in regeneration you simply remember this is the phase of regeneration of RUBP. Secondly, again the ATP is required for phosphorylation. In this phase also you remember reduction, what is the purpose of use of ATP and NADPH? ATP is used for phosphorylation and NADPH is actually used for the reduction, and in this regeneration also one molecule of ATP is required. So one molecule of ATP is used for every molecule of CO2, or you can say per turn of cycle. So this part you remember very well, that per turn of cycle or for the recycling or complete fixation of one molecule of CO2, 1 ATP is required, and in this way you remember the 3 ATP, 2 ATP in reduction, 1 ATP in regeneration, total 3 ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH are required for the each turn of the Calvin cycle. This part you remember very well because this is one of the most important part for the NEET exam, that is how many ATP and NADPH are required for per turn. So per turn 3 ATP and 2 NADPH. If the question is asking for the formation of glucose, so one molecule if form for glucose, so 6 time Calvin cycle is take place, or 6 turns of Calvin cycles are take place, and for 6 turn of Calvin cycle 18 ATP and 12 NADPH are required, and then only the one molecule of glucose is to be formed. So this part you remember. Now we come towards the cyclic path for the C3 cycle. So now we study these 3 phases in terms of the Calvin cycle, and I draw here the cycle which is exactly provided in your NCERT textbooks. So here when we come towards the cycle, so here RUBP, this RUBP you remember first CO2 acceptor, and this CO2 acceptor is molecule of 5 carbon, and in every cycle one RUBP is enter, and for in that way the cycle is completed for 6 times. That means for the formation of one molecule of glucose, the 6 molecules of RUBP are required. We draw the cycle only for one molecule. Now this RUBP you remember, this RUBP absorb carbon dioxide from atmosphere, and the enzyme is required here for CO2 fixation or carboxylation is Rubisco enzyme, and after that the molecule stable compound is formed. That first stable compound is 3-PGA. From one molecule, if we suppose take one molecule, so from one molecule of RUBP, here you remember the 2 molecules of 3-PGA, because this is a 3 carbon compound. So 2 molecules of 3-PGA are formed. Now this is the first phase. First phase means you remember the first phase is our carboxylation phase. Now this 3-PGA undergoes in second phase, and in second phase it become develop into, actually here in NCERT sucrose and starch is provided, but here you remember originally glucose is formed, and gradually this glucose will convert into sucrose as well as in store in the form of starch. So this part you remember. Now 3-PGA store in the form of or convert in glucose. The process is called as second phase of the cycle, that is the reduction phenomena, and due to reduction the 3-PGA become gradually glucose, that is a 6 carbon compound, and during this process you remember 2 ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH are required. ATP required for phosphorylation. So 2 ATP break down into ADP plus inorganic phosphate. 2 inorganic phosphate and 2 molecules of ADP are to be releases. And here 2 NADPH, you remember, broken down into NADP plus, 2 NADP plus, and protons are releases. These protons or hydrogen, you remember, required in the reduction phenomena. So this is the reduction process, and after that some another molecules, because here we draw the cycle for one molecule of RuBP and 1 carbon dioxide, but one by one when the 6 carbon dioxide are recycled or enter in the cycle, then the number of another sugar, erythrose 4-phosphate, xylulose 5-phosphate, ribulose 5-phosphate, different types of sugars are formed, and these sugars are undergoes in third phase. That third phase is called as regeneration, and during regeneration the RuBP is again reduces, and for this again the one molecule of ATP is required, and this ATP is further required for phosphorylation. So how many total ATP are used in 1 turn of Kelvin cycle? So 3 ATP total, 2 ATP in reduction and 1 ATP in regeneration. And this cycle, simplest cycle, this is the C3 cycle, or you remember Kelvin cycle. So most important part for Kelvin cycle, you again recall, the first CO2 acceptor is RuBP. This is the 5 carbon compound. Secondly, the enzyme is Rubisco. Rubisco has a carboxylase as well as oxygenation property. Normally during photosynthesis it show the carboxylation property, but when the photorespiration take place, during photorespiration this Rubisco show its oxygenation property. How it show oxygenation, that we will study in our next sessions when we come towards the photorespiration. And in reduction, you remember how many ATP and NADPH are required, and now you come towards the total energy requirement. In one cycle, you remember 3 ATP and 2 NADPH are utilized. One table is provided, and in that table you very well study that in Kelvin cycle, that means for 6 turns of Kelvin cycle, how many carbon dioxide are enter. So 6 carbon dioxide molecules are enter, and what they will become? So it develop into the one molecule of glucose. Secondly, 12 ATP are enter, and 12 ATP become a 12 ADP plus inorganic phosphate, 12 molecule of inorganic phosphate. And if you come towards the NADPH, 18 ATP here, 18 ATP are required, and it lead to the production of 18 ADP and inorganic phosphate and NADPH. So 12 molecules of NADPH used in reduction or the production of glucose molecule, and they become 12 NADP plus. So this part you remember, this is in and this is out. This table is provided, most important table, and it is provided for the total 6 turn of the Kelvin cycle, that is for the formation of one molecule of glucose. If the question is asking for 1 turn, so in 1 turn 3 ATP and 2 NADPH are required. So this much you remember very well for Kelvin cycle. अगेन सेशन के लास्ट में अगर देखते देखते आप स्किप कर गए हैं, सब्सक्राइब करना. सो काइंडली सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल, like my videos, share my videos, and up to next session, stay motivated and stay blessed.